Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Michie Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on a team from Conference USA, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Army's offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy... just trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Really good-looking run. And when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they are always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block. And as a defense, you better limit your mental errors or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They go to the ground. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running.
And talking to the OC this week, running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there. Forcing
how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Let's go. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, going up top. Unleashes one deep. Gets broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He's got 43 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. And the Black Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. At the 45 on his way. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
What a great run there. 3rd and 1 situation, though, David. That has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Black Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Army!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on. With respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes the quick grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Rebels in the hurry up. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Under fire. Might be looking to run. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and
moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. The clock hits 0. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Get it out on the screen. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Handoff from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And the Rebels want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at it. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense has owned the 1st half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big 3rd down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great 1st half.
Makes the catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains. And
he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They were getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Using his legs, it's Reed. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Power football with the run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Bringing the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Run it with the fullback. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Here we go. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Coleman. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know, but something tells me, fella.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. And the Black kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Fakes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 33, it's 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 15. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Trying to bully their way in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army. Time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smoothly.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling completed.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Army! If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll go back to work on offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Rebels will hustle to the line.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Chunked it away just as he was hit. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Coleman. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he'll make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Black Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Soft spot in the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll leave it with him. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Back's looking for the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
35, Coyotes, 23.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Easy completion on the shuffle. He'll try to take it back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on third. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to get the corner. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Black Knights will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They go right back to it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a